attention into a growing investment trend which goes by the name of crypto. According to some of the glossy images and videos used in promoting it, investment in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin is a way of making big money fast. But crypto investment can be very volatile too, and for some it can become more like an addiction, like gambling or drugs. Around 10% of UK adults have crypto investment assets. For a few, that means risking everything: money, jobs, friends, family. Our Scotland correspondent Peter Smith was given exclusive access to the UK's first and as yet only crypto addiction clinic.
Here's how much I made in a week of trading crypto.
Yeah,
Cryptocurrencies are not the future. They are already here. A financial phenomenon and largely unregulated. You can't hold a crypto coin. It exists only as code in an online world where they are also promoted by influencers who link them to a life of fast cars and fast returns. The reality for most crypto investors, though, is far from the glamour on social media.
It's just quick wins, but also quick losses. In fact, small losses, if I'm honest.
What do you estimate?
This is fake. You can't become
Maybe
a
about
crypto
25
addict
this year.
because it watches how much you put in.
Because his employers don't even know he's here. In
Oh,
rehab,
you're
being treated for crypto addiction.
When I first went down, I'd be like, oh, look, I need to make it up. So then I would take more risks, which eventually led me to nearly losing everything. But I managed
Yo,
to sort things
thank
out
you so
before it got to that
much.
point.
What do you mean by that? What was at risk?
Just everything, really. My job, my relationships, friendships. I didn't spend any time with friends. I sort of became infatuated with the whole thing.
Castle Craig, deep in the Scottish borders, is home to the UK's
I have a Domino's
first
card.
and only crypto addiction clinic. The number of people coming here for treatment is now rising, and we've been given access inside.
When you were trading like that, what was that emotional state?
It was horrible.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Here they treat crypto addiction based on evidence it has more in common with gambling or even drugs than normal financial investments.
So the regulated stock market is not as volatile, but with
I don't know.
crypto it's seconds. Things are going up and down in seconds.
I'm gonna check
So you're getting more and more of
because
a
I can
rush.
check on here.
It's like,
How much are you
a
worth?
cocaine addict taking a line of cocaine. It's exactly the same as
Okay,
what
it's worth quite a
crypto
bit.
addiction does.
Who is this affect?
So it's definitely, from what our research says, it's between 18 and 35-year-old young men.
Predominantly men.
Predominantly men. Most
4.87.
of them have very good jobs, and they're very clever people.
They think they know what they're doing.
They think they know what they're doing.
Data collected by the Financial Conduct Authority found 10% of all adults in the UK owned crypto assets last year. It's more than doubled since 2021. Almost half reported their crypto is now worth less. Another survey found 43% of people addicted to gambling also own cryptocurrency. A quarter have invested more to recoup their losses. 22% say they've been unable to pay essential bills, and over a fifth have felt overwhelmed by the situation.
We know that many
Okay.
people invest in financial markets safely, but there will always be a small percentage of people who are experiencing harms related to investments and cryptocurrencies. So
No,
whether
just
it's
do
regulated
this.
as a gambling product or as a financial product, it's
Might be just
important
fine
that
realm
there
of
are,
heightness.
protections and support.
Wait, let me just.
The UK government is refusing to regulate crypto like gambling. Instead, they want to bring more crypto here, making London a new hub for the industry. The Treasury declined our request for interview, but in a statement said, risks posed by crypto are typical of those that exist in traditional financial services, and it is financial services regulation rather than gambling regulation that has the track record in mitigating them.
Learn how to master the world of crypto.
Crypto Glasgow is a company offering education courses for beginners on how to invest responsibly.
So this is the market cap.
They show me their losses and their successes.
When you went up to the top, you would be up 500%.
But if done properly, they believe in the potential of crypto.
You need to educate a bit at least, or at least spend time around the market to then decide, right, this is for me or it's not for me. We were involved in crypto for years before we made money, which don't really sell online. People won't sell that online, like you've been in losses for years.
Any investment has risk. The difference with crypto is it is clearly more acute. All the evidence points to it being more volatile and far more addictive. And yet, for the person investing, there is still no regulation, no money back, and nowhere to complain if it turns out to be nothing like as advertised by the influencers. Peter Smith, ITV News, Glasgow.
If you're affected by this report and would like support and advice, you can find it on our website,
That is
itv.com/news.
BWWS.
Let's get an update on what's making the news tonight. Junior doctors in England have begun their latest strike in a long-running dispute over pay. It's thought that as many as 1 million appointments could be cancelled in the industrial action, which is set to last until Tuesday.
I'm getting Victor's name.
Asylum seekers on the Bibby Stockholm barge are being removed after the dangerous Legionella bacteria was found in the water there. The Home Office said the safety of those on board was their utmost priority. Around 1,000 people are still missing after devastating wildfires on the Hawaiian island of Maui. The death toll currently stands at 55, with President Biden declaring a major disaster. A Norwegian mountaineer who set a world record for tackling the world's highest peaks is defending herself tonight over the death of a porter on one of her climbs. Kristen Harilla is denying members of her group stepped over the dying man after he'd slipped and fallen near the summit of the dangerous K2 mountain. K2 is in the Karakoram range, which straddles Pakistan and China. It's the second tallest mountain in the world and one of the deadliest. Known as Savage Mountain, K2 claims the lives of around 20% of those who try to reach its summit, 8,600 metres high. Now, warning that Louis Scott's report contains footage from part of the ascent where the accident happened.
K2 is described as the ultimate climb.
Man put Drake in the game.
And dangerous due in part to its inclement weather. At the end of July,
It's
more than
Drake.
100 climbers took on the challenge.
It's actually
including
Drake.
Norwegian mountaineer Kristen Harilla.
W Drake.
It was her 14th highest peak in just over 3 months.
Oh, it don't work.
A new world record. But video has now emerged of Pakistani porter Mohammed Hassan being stepped over as others made their way to the summit. 27-year-old Mohammed died before reaching the peak.
It's a very, very narrow trail, and it's super steep on this side, and the snow condition this year was very hard to walk on, and I don't know, and I didn't see actually when he fell, but maybe the reason why he fell, because the snow was very unstable. We tried to save him, and also people behind us tried to save him, but it's very, very hard to save someone there.
Kristen Harilla and her team were on their way to the summit when they reached the infamous bottleneck, a 100-metre narrow corridor that lies 400 metres from the peak. There they found Mohammed Hassan, who had fallen from the path, his rope still attached to the others. Other climbers
I actually did. I forgot I saw his name for that second.
Lack of appropriate equipment.
Pew, 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 pew.
He had no training for these kind of things. Actually, he had also no education. It was told by his wife to us. The wife told us that it was his first time on working on the K2 mountain.
The reality of scaling the world's highest peaks is that some don't make it home. But this incident has raised concerns around the compassion given to the locals who are helping others achieve their goals. Louise Scott, ITV News.
There are demands tonight for better legal protection for historic public houses after the fire and demolition that destroyed the Crooked House pub.
I knew that was...
has pledged that the pub will be rebuilt.
Why should it just burn down now?
Well, if you needed any proof that this was no ordinary pub, then here it is. Hundreds of people have turned out here tonight to protest against the demolition of the Crooked House pub, which caught fire on Saturday but was knocked down by the new owners just 2 days later. Now, Staffordshire Police have confirmed that they are treating the fire as arson, and big questions are now being asked about how the demolition was allowed to take place. We know that the district council here gave permission for some of the buildings
Not
to
yet.
be down, but not all of it. And the mayor of the West Midlands, Andy Street, says the fact it now lies in ruins means something has clearly gone badly wrong.
It's clearly a failure that we have the outcome that we do, that a building where no permission had been given to be demolished has been demolished. So quite evidently there is a failure, something has gone wrong. The investigation must work out exactly how and why and by whom, and I'm not going to conjecture on that.
Well, the mayor also said today that he remains committed to getting the pub rebuilt brick by brick, but quite how or where such an iconic building is replaced remains unknown. But it is clear by the turnout today that whoever messed with the Crooked House pub chose the wrong building, and all of these people want to see it back in some form.
Oh.
Have they taken it? And we'll be guessing the latest on the weather shortly, but first, how our topsy-turvy summer is causing confusion in the natural world. It seems that some seals in Cornwall mistook last month's colder, wetter weather for the onset of autumn because, as Graham Stothard reports, they're already shedding their summer coats and showing an earlier than usual interest in mating.
Hello, Ray Ray. Hello, handsome boy. How are you today?
What the flip? Oh my God!
A 20-year-old grey seal that's called the Cornish Seal Sanctuary home since he was rescued as a pup. Regularly seen mooching with girlfriend Sheba, he's seen a fair few summers here. Like many of us, he seems to have decided this one is over.
This year we've had some of our resident seals start to molt a lot earlier than they would usually molt, and they usually molt after their breeding season, which is in the winter. But what we've seen this year is some of our seals start to shed their molt early, so already, as if they've already decided that the summer's over and the winter's here.
Staff believe temperature fluctuations and a lack of sun could be causing the seal's natural molting process to start a bit earlier. It's been observed on a number of the 14 that live at the sanctuary.
So you can see on the top of his head, he's got a lovely new black patch of hair, whereas around his eyes and around his neck it's
No, he
an
can.
old brown winter coat.
It's not a seal's most glamorous time of year, but fear not, it's only temporary.
You're going to be so handsome soon.
As well as this year's early molt, staff say they're noticing a more long-term trend. The breeding season, which normally runs through autumn and winter, seems to be starting earlier, overlapping into late summer. It poses fresh challenges for newborns.
Because the pups are being born that little bit earlier, beaches around Cornwall are still busy. So these pups are out there, people just on the beaches. The mum won't stay with that pup if she sees any interference, so like if a dog goes up to it, just don't go up to it, but the mum will just abandon that pup.
At the moment, Ray's doing a lot of resting. He can be a bit grumpy during molt season, the staff say. But who can blame him? You would be too, if you'd invested in a slick summer coat, only for the weather to scupper your plans to show it off. Graham Stothard, ITV News.
Yeah, we've all been there. Now, we described it as the news that no Spurs fan wants to hear, and there may be more than a few England fans with mixed feelings too. Now, within the last hour, England's captain and record goal scorer Harry Kane has arrived in Germany, ready to join Bayern Munich. On the day the new Premier League season starts, it looks like this long, drawn-out saga is finally coming to an end. Callum Watkinson has the latest.
It's Kane! Super penalty!
The most prolific goal scorer ever to wear a Tottenham shirt, more to his tally on Sunday, that they will be his last for Spurs. Following this pre-season friendly, the manager today confirmed a pre-season move to Bayern Munich.
We've been planning for this, fair to say, for a while. You know, I think it doesn't take too much investigative work to realise that, you know, this was going to happen. So we've been sort of planning for it to happen anyways. His record speaks for itself. He's standing amongst our supporters, stands for itself.
I feel good for him because he's never won anything. He's never got a trophy. No, because he plays at Spurs.
The only way for Spurs to realise a financial financial return.
What, and all the
Some
girls
fans have
is
criticised what
made?
they see
Yeah.
as the mercenary nature of the
And
deal.
he's never had
I sort
a
of see it as
trophy.
real short
I do screen it.
The problem with the moment is that there's a price put on everything, and
Does that
actually
mean,
some things which is
baby?
fans love and fans' loyalty to the club, they really haven't got a price on them. They can't have a price on them, and I think Harry Kane is one of those things.
Bayern's success in terms of silverware is something that has eluded Kane at Tottenham. His move has been in the works for weeks, but his status as a national as well as club talisman is one of the reasons for the delay.
I mean, we're trying to get the captain of the English national team out of England, out of Premier League. And this says it all. So it's a huge deal.
This is Harry Kane's chance to get his hands on some silverware, but for Tottenham, these will be big boots to fill. Callum Watkinson, ITV News.
Some silverware.
Still to come before Emmerdale.
These seals might think summer's all over, but could a mini heat wave be on the horizon? Find out with the Cups
A mini heat wave. Sure.
We're with the next generation of lionesses at the childhood club of one World Cup star. And watch your feet, why these crocodiles are causing a stir in India. Join me and Becky after the break.
Again, and I went to pick up where I left off. And we just went on, and I think I said it again.
Google Pixel, proud partner of the England teams.
If you're the type that likes room for everything and everyone, yeah, even Mr. Octopus, the type that likes intelligent, flexible design and ingenious technology, no matter the activity or whatever the weather throws at you, the type that loves space, calm and comfort, then the Citroën range is perfect for you. Now available with 0% APR, 40% deposit required.
Xero accounting software can help keep your business finances running smoothly. Search Xero with an X, because healthy business is beautiful business.
So I have 25.
And maybe a couple of Weetabix. Win your official shirt with Weetabix.
Tucked away in the heart of the Dales, there's a village home to dramatic tales. Uncover a place rich with story, full of character, locations and TV history. Where the Dingles dwell, there's no doubt that in this village, there's a big day
Thank
out.
you.
The Emmerdale Village Tour. Buy your tickets now at emmerdalevillagetour.co.uk.
Hello again. Now, if you heard mysterious noises coming from the pavement under your feet, what do you think could be causing them?
Your mum.
Crocodiles were found living under this cracked section of sidewalk. This isn't a scene from some kind of horror movie. This video shows two men trying to capture one of the crocs before another two appear behind it, much to the shock of onlookers. Was unscathed, including the crocodiles.
Under the flowers.
No, thank you.
Hey.
I would not like
Yeah.
that to happen, Becky, would you?
No, but it makes my family life and my house look quite normal for once. There's no crocodiles, so we're fine.
Now, we saw earlier in the programme, didn't we, the seals losing their summer coats. They've decided that summer is over and they don't need them anymore. They're getting their winter coats on.
I think a lot of people are doing that. Even when the seals start complaining about the weather, as a weather presenter, you know you're in trouble. Oh, I hope they can change costumes fairly quickly.
Right, time
Actually,
to start the raffle.
possibility. Things are actually going to get hotter. Let me show you what's happening. Now, bear
3,
in mind that we're still,
in 3,
meteorologically speaking, quite some time
in
away.
2.
Talking about as an event that happens.
Oh my God.
But look what happens over the next few days. We've got the oranges over us at the moment, which shows temperatures fairly average. But as we move towards the middle of the week, we are expecting a little bit of the heat that sits across Europe at the moment to start dragging.
Oh no, I
in
ain't
from
doing
the
it. I
south.
ain't buying
So
it.
that means that there's a very good chance, we're not nailing it on quite yet, but there's a very good chance that as we move towards the end of next
I'm not buying my own merch.
the temperatures are going to be starting to rise.
Because I can.
I'll show you what I think And this really is just an excuse to show you some lovely high figures, because really we haven't had a lot of that recently. Can you believe it? The last time that we saw temperatures of 32 degrees, which is our warmest temperature that we've seen so far this year, which feels a bit pitiful, doesn't it? It was on the 25th of June in Lincolnshire. By the end of next week, we might even be matching it. Yes, that's right. Next Friday or Saturday, we could be seeing temperatures that rise to around or even surpass our warmest day of the year so far. So still, it is going to be one in the mix, let's say, one to watch, but definitely confidence is increasing all the time. Let's have a look at the weekend forecast.
Today we'll see warmer temperatures moving in from the east, especially around tea time.
That'll bring it to 92. Oh, 92, 90.
Heinz Beans sponsors
That'll bring it
ITV
to
National Weather.
96. Babs.
Yeah.
96.
We are not going to be having a
That's
heat wave
fine,
this
isn't it?
weekend. It has been lovely and warm, hasn't it, for the last couple of days. This weekend, though, it's back to the same old, I'm afraid. Not quite as warm as sunny spells, showery rain, you know the drill, and quite windy at times as well. The potential, maybe, for things escalating to a low-level weather warning for those showers through tomorrow across the northwest. Let's have a look at the detail. So looking ahead to this evening and overnight, we're definitely expecting it to be a fairly quiet night across the central and eastern parts of the UK, but out across the west is a swirling weather system that brings strengthening winds, and fairly heavy rain. And that's going to continue to move in eastwards across the UK as we look ahead to the second half of the night. Temperatures perhaps a degree or so down on what we saw last night. Now looking ahead to tomorrow, it's a day of two halves, as you can see. Across the eastern parts, we're looking at a lovely start to the day, but all the time the system is oozing its way in from the west, giving some fairly substantial rain at first, but then it really just breaks down into a mixture of sunny spells and fairly heavy, beefy showers into the afternoon. Temperatures at best rising to around 23 Celsius there in the southeast in lovely Norwich, and 23 is of course 73 in Old Money. Looking ahead then briefly to Sunday, and we are expecting that to be a very similar sort of story, an unsettled mixture of sunny spells and showers. I think probably, generally speaking, it's going to be a drier, brighter sort of day, and certainly the wind will be dropping down as well, quite noticeable tomorrow. Temperatures again around 23 degrees. Too bad.
Heinz Beans sponsors ITV National Weather.
So really the most exciting thing that's going to be happening this weekend is going to be the fact that the Perseid meteor shower, which everyone's been talking about, is really going to peak over the weekend.
You okay,
best in the
baby?
east, after 11 o'clock at night, and I think we're going to have a good chance of seeing it. Exciting. Oh,
Oh,
excited.
dear.
Right, Becky, thanks. Now finally, as we saw earlier, across the other side of the world, England's Lionesses are preparing for their all-or-nothing World Cup quarter-final against Colombia. Here, supporters are also getting themselves ready for what promises even to be a nerve-shredding occasion. As Rachel Townsend now reports, the fans are crossing their fingers, and they include some who might be England's stars of the future.
There is little distinction between the girls and boys here at Northfield FC in Liverpool. They share both a love of the game and a pride in one of their own.
Greenwood.
It's where Lioness Alex Greenwood learnt her trade, aged just 6.
She stood out then, even with the lads. She had a wonderful left foot, always went in for the tackle, never shied away from the tackle. She always plays above her age.
So there must be a huge sense of pride watching her for this tournament.
Yeah, there is. It's amazing. Every kid that comes, even boys, we just say to them, look this, look what you can do, look what you become.
Tomorrow, Northfield will cheer on England together, willing them into those semi-finals. What have you enjoyed most about watching the Lionesses this World Cup?
That they've tried their hardest to get past to get score goals and get past the other countries.
And has it been inspiring watching Alex Greenwood?
Yeah, she's came on so much. I used to want to be a defender, and she's like boss. And
Well, there will be camps like this around the country, and what has been fantastic to witness here is the self-belief among players. Girls finally have their heroes, players they can relate to, and success they can strive to emulate. Do you think they'll do it tomorrow?
probably
What's the score?
1-0.
And given their rather nervy journey to the quarters, a 1-0 victory will do just fine. Rachel Townsend, ITV News, Liverpool.
And don't forget, you can catch that quarter-final match here on ITV1 and ITVX from 10:45 tomorrow morning. And that's all from the ITV Evening News team. Tom's here with news at 10, but from all of us, have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.
I'm going to find out why she was taken from us.
Why took you so long to come back?
If they dig in that basement, our lives are over.
Where is she? Do you know?
The Reunion starts tonight from 9 on ITV1 and ITVX.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Only a cake.
An effort to shuffle 62 doll. But show me a football.
Dancing helps me manage my condition.
After surgery, I was worried about going swimming because I thought that my implants would go floating away. I'm out of breath now.
In my recovery, the family joke became who would talk first, me or my granddaughter Olivia.
See how activity can help you manage your health condition.
What is wrong? I don't like talking a lot.
Stratos from Shark. Anti-odor technology
Meow.
transforms bad odors into fresh-smelling air. Anti-hair wrap plus captures and removes all hair types, while CleanSense IQ adjusts power for the
Whoa, what are you saying
below
there?
the surface. Recommended by 9 out of 10 pet owners. Stratos, Shark's most advanced range.
Running a business can feel like climbing a mountain. There's actually a volcano. Zero accounting software can help keep your business finances running smoothly. Soon, climbing up that mountain will feel more like riding down one. On a really cool ride that can time travel. Search Zero with an X, because healthy business is beautiful business.
Yes, Yoko.
And everyone.
Yes, Yoki.
Yeah, even
Yes,
Mr.
Ye.
Octopus.
Yok.
The type that likes intelligent, flexible design and ingenious technology. No matter the activity or whatever the weather throws at you. The type that loves space, calm and comfort. Then the Citroen range is perfect for you.
Yes,
Now
Yoko.
available with 0% APR, 40% deposit required.
Yes, Ye.
Sif presents Clean Boost. Powerful cleaning formulations that safely tackle the toughest dirt in every corner of your home. Sif's Clean Boost contains naturally derived cleaning ingredients. No dirt and no harsh smells throughout your home. Sif, more than just clean.
When you run a business, great communication is vital.
I just transferred. I think I just cut him off.
Unreal.
Welcome to Hi 3, the business phone that's
I can
refreshing
try.
and easy to use. Packed full of features designed to make your business life simpler. And all backed up by our UK-based support team. Find out more at hihi.co.uk. Hi.
Hi. At Co-op, we know those everyday essentials are important. So now, our members will save more on them every day. Sign up and save more at your local Co-op.